What's going on? Today we're going to talk about 3 ways that you can ruin a nice cutting board. Ever have a cutting board that pops apart like this or rocks back and forth, making it a pain to cut on? Well, I'm going to show you how you accomplish that with a couple of bad habits. So after watching this, you should learn what not to do. Here's the first thing not to do. Don't put it in the dishwasher. Cutting boards don't like heat or prolonged water, and you get both and plenty of it with the dishwasher. So this is what you're going to end up with if you put your board in the dishwasher. If it only pops apart in one spot, you're getting away easy. Up next, maybe the most common problem with cutting boards, which is a board that rocks side to side. So if you wash your board, right, and your dish rack's full like mine is here, and you put the board to dry on a flat surface like this, it is bound to end up warped and going to rock back and forth. Basically, the issue here is that you got moisture that's allowed to leave one side of the board but not the other because it's in contact with whatever flat surface you got it on, whether that's a towel or what. Another way to have this problem, right, is by leaving juice from what you cut on the board. If you accidentally leave like tomato, pepper juice or something on the board overnight, same issue. Moisture's going to leave one side but not the other, causing this cupping and rocking of the board. So to get around that, just make sure that you're getting all the moisture off the board and putting it upright in a dish rack like this.
So we talked about these boards hating prolonged moisture, right? And one of the ways that we can prevent that moisture from sticking around is to put something else in the wood fibers of the board, preventing that moisture from sitting there. So that's where the oil comes in. Oil essentially saturates the board and the wood fibers, preventing moisture from sitting in there and ruining the glue seams or just warping the board. So just to show you how dry these actually are right now, I'm going to pour a little bit of this on.
I won't get into this too much, really. You just got to get the oil on there to replace the water that could be in there. We got a ton of other videos in which we show you putting finish on cutting boards, so go check those out.
So you can see this board is pretty much bone dry. Here's what it looks like with oil applied to it. Basically, not keeping up with the board is going to help introduce moisture faster. If you keep the board oiled, it's going to look nicer and it's going to stop that moisture from getting in there. You guys may have seen in other videos, after I put the oil on a board, I like to use this stuff too, Howard's Food Grade Wax. It's definitely not necessary, but it'll give the board a nicer texture and it's going to prevent water from getting in there even more, because there's this layer of wax repelling it off the oil finish, which is repelling it.
So I hope you found that helpful. These are 3 mistakes to avoid if you want to keep your cutting boards looking nice for the long haul. So if you like this video, help us out, toss us a like, consider subscribing if you want to see more like this in the future. Have a good one.